Hi, my name's Simon. I work with the Kings Online team as part of Kings College London. I'm here to show off one of the newest extensions that our team's created and releasing to the open source community. So, Adapt Social is a commenting tool that allows you to discuss a piece of e-learning content, specifically like a very specific block or component with an Adapt course, so that your learners can discuss it with their peers. So we were really inspired by the kind of social media that we use every day. So this is my Twitter feed, and when you go on Twitter, like, you can just comment on any piece of content that you like. Like, you can just voice your opinion. You can kind of understand what other your peers are learning about, and we think that e-learning should be that way as well. You shouldn't just be in a vacuum when you take an e-learning course. All your interactions shouldn't just be on your LMS, kind of very abstracted away from the actual content that your learners are engaging with. So we want to help bring this social interactions to the forefront of your learners' experience, and this is how we've done it. So you have, this is the social extension kind of adds these buttons to any block within your course. So once you click on it, any other interaction will get pushed away, and this panel will appear, which will have your content in. And I should warn you now that this extension will only work if you launch directly from your LMS to your course, unless you have a different way of running your comments. For us, we launch from Moodle, and Moodle doesn't allow you to access a page without there, but I'll show you what it looked like on the actual Moodle course itself. This is a course that I made earlier. So if I click on comments here, then this is what a discussion forum would look like. You can, post your thoughts about something, add a new topic, and it's all contextual to this piece of context specifically. So the learner always knows that this is what they're discussing. It's not like they're discussing a general thing about the whole e-learning course as a whole, and this allows the learners to really dive in and kind of discuss stuff that they think is interesting. So let's go in and see what we've posted before. Just me posting some dumb stuff, but I could reply to something here. Let's post a reply. And as soon as I post it, I get sent back. I have an extra, all these things, because I'm a moderator on the forum, I get all these options, but for the learner, it would be a very simplified view. They only have a few interactions that they can do, just commenting directly on stuff. And as soon as they're done, they can just close the comments, return back to their course, and keep on learning. So here's another option that they could do. They have a choose an answer interaction. So they could vote on how much they agree with this particular piece of content. And I've already voted, so the response has already been shown. But they could just go in and see what's happening there. Again, because I'm a moderator of the forum, I have more options. But if you're in a student account, then it's a lot simpler interface, and your learners are never going to be confused about what's happening. It's a very simple, elegant way of enabling discussions within your content. And you have to, one of the main things to consider about this extension is the assets folder, where you can apply CSS directly onto the page that you're loading. So if you're we're applying all this CSS onto our pages so that it hides anything that's not needed by the students. But if you fork this component and use it yourself, I'd highly recommend editing these settings here before you go live, because it probably won't work amazingly out of the box. But obviously this is something we just want to share, and if you want to fork it and see how it works for your teams, then that'd be good to hear. I'll quickly go through how to set it up in the JSON. This is the course.json file. So set it to enabled. This is a setting that we use internally, and I'd highly recommend leaving it disabled. So for the social extension, you set it to true, create a link to your content, and you can set a name for the label that you're applying. I hope you found this useful. If you have any issues, if you have any feature requests, then use the functionality within GitHub to create an issue, or if you can create a pull request, then that'd be highly appreciated as well. Thank you.